Hey guys, thank you for watching. Thanks for listening. This is your host Thomas Sawyer from On the Hot Podcast. Today I have some bonus content for you guys. It's going to be regarding boxing. Uh, so I'll be giving my fight prediction for this weekend's fight between internet sensation Ryan Garcia taking on Emmanuel Tagoe. So the last time we have seen Ryan Garcia in a boxing ring, it's been quite some time. The last time we've seen the sensational superstar take his rightful place in a boxing ring was January 1st of 2021 when he beat Luke Campbell, knocked him out by technical knockout, I should say, with a kidney shot straight to the rib area. Pretty lethal knockout. I'll give Ryan Garcia his props, his credit for that. But ever since then, we haven't seen Ryan Garcia in a boxing ring. When he left the world of boxing for a bit, he was a current WBC lightweight champion, interim lightweight champion. He took a year off from boxing to focus on his mental health. There's nothing wrong with that. I salute that. Your mental health for any person on this planet of Earth is very important. And Ryan Garcia, I'm glad that he's back in the right state of mind and ready to box, because the world of boxing is booming right now and the lightweight division is so important, and we need a Ryan Garcia right now. To be honest, if we want boxing even to be more eventful than what it is, a good lightweight coming back into this loaded division is going to be spectacular. I'll get to that later in the topic, but he's taking on, I'm going to keep it a buck with you guys. He's taking on Tagoe, a guy who I've honestly never even heard of. I'm not familiar with this guy's work in the ring. But Tagoe is an experienced 33-year-old fighter who has not fought in quite some time. His last fight took place in November 2020 when he lost his first fight in his career. So you guys can see by my facial reaction, you guys know what I'm trying to say. But tail of the tape for this fight, Ryan Garcia. 21-0, 16 knockouts, 76% KO percentage, 23 years of age. Emmanuel Tagoe, 32-1, 15 knockouts, 45% KO percentage, 33 years of age. Obviously, you guys can see by my face, but I'm gonna keep it a buck. I really think this is really a warm-up fight for Ryan Garcia. I believe this is a fight for him to get his feet wet back into the world of boxing. And no disrespect to Emmanuel Tagoe, but I just don't know who you are. I'm pretty sure the world of boxing doesn't really know who this man is. The amount of wins that he does have, being 32-1, is pretty impressive, but who are these wins coming against? I really think this is an easy fight for Ryan Garcia. I think this is going to be ending in the second round. I see these two trying to notch it up, though, trying to build up the hype up the fight even more. I know Emmanuel Tagoe walked into the ring while Ryan Garcia was warming up the other day doing training videos, I should say, for the media, a media workout. Emmanuel Tagoe walked into the ring and got in the face of Ryan Garcia. The two had an exchange of words for each other. Then they had the press conference today where it seemed like the exchanged words yesterday were a little bit cooled off, but Tagoe saying, don't underestimate me. I'm going to win. He promised to win this fight for his camp, for his trainers. Of course, Ryan Garcia, the man that he is, saying it's all love between the two. Basically just business. Ryan Garcia is going to win this fight. However, big question mark for Ryan Garcia, in my opinion, moving forward. A lot of questions for Ryan Garcia. So, obviously, the world knows he is a Mexican fighter. This is a guy that can be the next Manny Pacquiao if he takes his game to the next level in the world of boxing. But recently, he just left fellow campmate and Canelo. He was a part of Canelo Alvarez's camp. You guys know how I feel about Canelo Alvarez. I think currently he's the face of boxing. And he left Canelo Alvarez's camp due to the fact that Canelo didn't believe in him anymore. if you have the face of boxing questioning your ability in the ring and your worth ethic, is that a red flag? Because if he sees it, what other top star in boxing is going to see it? So Canelo Alvarez basically calling out Ryan Garcia, saying he's not committed as much as he should be if he wants to be the best in the world, especially in a loaded lightweight division. And Canelo, I wouldn't say he lost trust in him, but he was just telling the truth about Ryan Garcia, because I understand the mental health aspect, but taking so many months off, nearly 14 months off from boxing. Last fight, January 1st of 2021, that's a long time. And hopefully Ryan Garcia can prove to the world that Canelo Alvarez, he might be wrong, but to be the best in the world, you got to prove that you can fight if you got to, 3 times a year, especially to be considered one of the best lightweights in the world. Now, obviously, that's a big stretch because the man is 23 years of age. He's only a couple months older than me, and the man has truly has a lot to improve in the ring. I know he's an internet sensation, but there comes a time where you gotta cut that out and gotta get serious with what this is, because the lightweight division is no joke right now. The big names that are making the biggest splashes right now, in my opinion, in that loaded lightweight division is George Kambosos. You have Gervonta Tank Davis, my favorite right now in the lightweight division. And you have Devin Haney. Those 3 guys that I just named are at the top of their game right now. Obviously, we're going to see George Kambosos and Devin Haney get into the ring in June, fighting against each other. Gervonta Davis is no joke. That's the man that Ryan Garcia has wanted to lick his chops with for quite some time. I put the poll out for you guys a couple of days ago, and obviously majority of you think that if this dream fight does happen between the two, that Gervonta Tank Davis would win that dream fight. But Ryan Garcia, you can't play around in this fight. This is a warm-up fight for you. Like I said, this is like getting his feet wet back in the ring of boxing. And if you get obviously when he fought against Luke Campbell in his last fight, he got knocked down. Took a pretty clean shot. Got knocked down for the first time in his career. He showed tenacity. He showed grit. He showed winning tenacity for him to get up and want to continue that fight. He's going to have to do that for the rest of his career, not getting knocked down, but he's going to have to keep climbing barriers, keep climbing ropes if he wants to be the best lightweight in the world. And if you look a slight bit off your game, if you get knocked down by this guy on Saturday, the world of boxing is going to question you. Did you take a step back? Are you still that guy? Is ring rust really still on Ryan Garcia? That's a lot of questions you're going to have to answer heading into this fight or Saturday. So that's why I'm predicting he has to come out of the gate strong. I don't think he'll knock out the guy, Tagoe, in the first round. He's going to come straight in the second round, I believe. This is a fight you got to show how capable of a boxer you really are. Now, there's a lot of good boxing fights coming in the next several weeks, next several months. So it's a great time for you to be a boxing fan. We have Earl Spence taking on Ugas next Saturday night. We have Tank Davis taking on Rolando Romero Memorial Day weekend. We've seen the two of them have one heck of a press conference today. An exchange of words really between the two. I'm really getting excited for that fight. You have Canelo coming back into the ring May 7th. And then a lot of people don't like him, but I'm starting to really become a fan more of Jake Paul every time I see him. He's returning to the boxing ring in August. The way I'm seeing it play out, there's no big names of who he's gonna fight. No names at all yet who's he's gonna fight, but you can tell, as much as you follow the sport, you can tell what's gonna happen. I think he's on the verge of fighting a big UFC star once again. It's not gonna be Tyron Woodley. He just beat him twice. It's not gonna be him. But Nate Diaz is a name to follow because he just requested a month ago from Dana White that he wanted out of his UFC contract. That's a name to follow for him to fight in August. And then, of course, Conor McGregor is the biggest name. I think the biggest draw that would be for Jake Paul to fight in August We're seeing him cut weight. We're actually not cut weight. We're seeing him gain a massive amount of weight. I think he's currently 190 or more right now for Conor McGregor. That's in the range of Jake Paul. We see him training, doing boxing videos instead of training to get back to the UFC. So that's a big question mark for me. I think you're on a collision. Jake Paul is on another collision course with another UFC star, whether it's Nate Diaz or Conor McGregor at the end of the summer in August. But the fight I really want to see so bad, this is a fight that I thought would have took place last year if Ryan Garcia had a few more fights in him in 2021. I think we really would have seen Gervonta Davis versus Ryan Garcia. I think that could be this generation's Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather. That's a bold prediction, bold statement, but that's how much I think of both fighters. So hopefully we get to see that one day. I think that'd be really a dream match and a great showdown in the lightweight division. But I'm going to stick with my prediction. I have Ryan Garcia winning this easy fight in the second round via knockout. If it doesn't end in the second round, that's a big concern for me for Ryan Garcia moving forward. But that is all the time I have for you guys today. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. This is your host, Thomas Tyree, signing off. And I'll see you guys on next week's episode.